Thank you, Betty. The Orange House National Elections Board will be giving us a brief at midday over what is happening so far in the counties of Nyamira, Taita Taveta and Trans Nzoia, where party primaries are being conducted. They'll give us an update because there have been at least some happenings on the ground with regard to these party primaries, where like in Nyamira, I understand certain parts of that county did register rains today, and that also disrupted the transportation of election materials to various polling stations. In Taita Taveta County, there was also an attempt to storm a storage facility where election materials have been kept, but police were quick and thwarted that move. So as far as it's been confirmed by the Director of Communications at Orange House, Philip Petala, he says that in Taita Taveta, the elections are now ongoing, and also in Trans Nzoia County, there were certain pockets of the polling stations that election materials did arrive late, but that matter has been sorted out. There was also a matter to do with the list of people who will be participating in this exercise, and it's confirmed that what the party is using is IEBC register. Is just to confirm. The IEBC register will be used to confirm whether a person is a registered voter in that particular, is for the 2017 elections, so as to be allowed to participate in these in the primaries. But then after they confirm from the IEBC register that okay, you are a registered voter, then it is the party register that will be used to allow you to go and cast your vote, because they say it's matter that it's only ODM registered party members that will participate in electing various candidates that will vie on different tickets, whether it's for the governor position, whether it's for the senator position, whether it's for a member of parliament, whether it's for the member of the county assembly, or women representatives. So the party list will be the key, but they are using IEBC register to just confirm that persons participating in this particular exercise are registered to vote in the August elections. Betty?
All right, Patrick, some of the issues that are being raised even in Trans Nzoia County, where Elvis Kosgei is, things to do with the late arrival of the voting material. This is also something that we saw last week when ODM was still holding their primaries in other places in the country. What is the reason behind this? Because you'd expect that, if this is a situation moving forward, they would put, mechanisms that will ensure that, voting materials get to the places where they're supposed to be in time. So is it something to do with the planning, or is it now going back to the grassroots level where there is now the politics and the politricks happening in the grassroots levels?
I think the case of late arrival of materials has to do with the logistics. It's like now it's up to the party to ensure that they get their logistics right, to ensure that where materials are stored, maybe the vehicles are ready on time to start distributing the materials, and maybe the exercise should start as early as 4 a.m. before the polling stations open at 6, in order to ensure that we don't encounter such cases of late materials arriving late. And two, like when you discover counties like now in Trans Nzoia or North Rift, this is almost a planting season, and farmers there are waiting for rains. And when rains start, it's also possible that transporting these election materials will be a major challenge. So, like today, parts of Uasin Gishu County have registered. There have been rains in parts of Uasin Gishu County, and also Trans Nzoia County. Also, we witnessed rains in Nyamira County, and also the party officials there, the National Elections Board, is saying that part of the reason why the ballot or election materials arrived at the stations late is to do with the rains, which did disrupt some of the transportation, because some sections we have roads that are impassable or slippery. They are not all-weather roads, so such things come into play, and the party has now to ensure that at least these election materials come from the various stations where they are stored early enough, so that they get to the polling stations on time and allow voters to participate in this particular exercise. Because another thing, again, in most of these rural populations or counties where people, like if it's in Trans Nzoia, they are ready, they want to go out to the fields and plant, so they might not have all that time to stay at polling stations. The earlier they do it, the better for them to dispose of the exercise and go back to their farms and continue with the duty of feeding the nation, because that's the priority in some county like Trans Nzoia and also Nyamira and also maybe Taita Taveta, where people are expecting rains which have been long overdue. So that thing, the logistical challenge, is the thing that the Orange National Elections Board should to take keenly and ensure that everything is right in place, and these election materials the ferrying of election materials starts early enough to reach their destinations on time. Betty?
All right, thank you very much, Patrick Amimo, for that. Like he mentioned, the National Elections Board of ODM is set to give a press briefing any moment now, and we'll be crossing over there live to listen to what they have to say, especially